What's up, everybody? I'm Samad, and you're watching ChiefSaidIt.com.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your favorite homegirl, Chief, and again, this is another episode of Chief Said It. We have our up-and-coming artist, dope artist. His name is Samad. So of course we're gonna get into it, get a little, feel for his music and for his lifestyle as well. So make sure y'all stay tuned and subscribe, of course.
Hey, got the shit jumping. Got the shit jumping. Feeling like a nigga caught the Holy Ghost. Karma got a bullet wound, so miss me with the talk of tunes. Walking to a stalker, blew his brain out cause he lost his muse. Muse to be the only blues, the greens and envy never choose. Run the game with no shoes, a nigga barefoot. Now bear witness this 6-foot giant. Well, I try him, no I'm lying, but I can't see the light at the tunnel. Guess I'm in trouble, cause a Loch Ness monster ready to eat. Grab my keys, on these niggas straight smoke like a Dutch. Catch me overseas, kicking wicked. Sticking, moving too elusive. You a loser, fucking loser. What you doing, nigga? Stupid, gripping woolies, wait to pull it. I guess I'm cool on that. I'ma try and stack my money, just doing little rats. Matter of fact, fuck that what they talking, I'ma move packs. Nah, I ain't equipped.
Of course, we have up-and-coming artist Samad. Thank you so much for coming and sitting down with us. Chief Said It.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yo, and you all the way from Durham, North Carolina.
Yes.
I didn't even know you didn't live here.
Oh yeah, no, I don't live here because it's my senior year in high school and I just want to finish out my last year in Durham, and then I'm gonna move here after I graduate and go to school and pursue my music career.
So you want to go to college and pursue your music career, or you want to?
College, I'm not trying to really go to college, but I want to do at least maybe a 2-year or 4-year, get my engineering skills. So I could, even if music doesn't work out, I can still do engineering or maybe be a radio DJ.
Right. I did see where you also produce as well. So you're not a musician, you are a real artist.
Yes.
So, and then, I was listening to a couple songs like weeks ago, and shout out to Tam. But I didn't know that you were so young, and I was like, wow, he doesn't sound like that at all. And I even said that before we got here. I was like, to be 17, a lot of artists these days are very popcornish. And what I mean by that is like, just very here and now. But it won't mean anything in 10 years from now. But your music, to me, definitely reflects what's going on now, what's going on in the future, what's going on in the past, just like how Tupac music was. So, so I was really honored to come and interview today because I think you're very talented and very dope.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And so first, let's get into your name, Samad. So that's your government name.
Yes, that's my birth name.
And so that's what you want to keep. So you want everybody to know you are Samad.
Yeah, I want everybody to know me as me.
Yeah. Did you ever want to change your name or like have an artist name in mind?
No, really, I never really thought about it. When I first started making music, I just wanted people to know me. I just wanted people to know me for who I am, and I feel like just me using my government name is just a lot more relatable. Because that's just me. My name has a significance to it. It's like it's one of the many terms of a god in the Arabic language. So I feel like my name is strong enough to just stand alone by itself.
God. Okay. So, how would you describe yourself as an artist and as a person? Since your name is the God, technically.
As an artist, I just see myself as kind of for the people. I make music that anybody from any walk of life could listen to and get a feeling from it, or apply whatever I say in my songs to their life. Even if it's not like an exact situation, they can still pick and choose certain lines and certain quotes and just vibe with it. It just gives them a good feeling. Like it takes you back to times where, like you said, you can remember something that happened 2 years ago, and it just puts that kindle back into you. It makes you feel good. And as a person, I just see myself as a visionary. I like when I set my mind on stuff, I like to go do it. I don't like to just sit around and do nothing. I try to get my hands on everything I can be. I try to get my hands on everything I can get my hands on, because I want to make a change in the world. I don't want to just be here.
Right.
I feel like I have purpose, and I want to try to project that as much as I can.
That's awesome. That is so dope. You have a footprint, and I feel like everybody has a footprint in life, but to know that you have a footprint and you want to implement that is really dope to me. So of course, a lot of things inspire people to do things. So what inspired you to start making music, or who inspired you?
What really inspired me when I was younger, just being with my father, just riding around with him in the car. He used to listen to old school jazz and like just real hip hop, and I just fell in love with it. I just loved the sounds, the instrumentals, the artists, and I started getting, like, the older I got, I started understanding like the words they were saying. I started putting two together, and it was amazing me how they could tell stories about a situation or something that happened in their life throughout a whole song, and it's like it makes you feel like you're right there with them when the situation is happening. That just always was so dope to me.
Right.
Because like when I was little, I used to want to be an artist, but you know
like a
drawing.
Oh, so you can draw.
A little bit. But that was just so cool to me that you could just put some words together in like such a poetic way to make just a whole story through an album, an EP, a mixtape, or just 2 or 3 songs. And that made me want to do it.
So who were you listening to?
Me personally, I listen to this artist Earl Sweatshirt.
Oh, okay.
Cole, Kendrick, Kaz. I like Mobb Deep. Just a little bit of everybody. I take in everything. I don't just listen to just solely hip hop. I listen to R&B, a little bit of pop, a little bit of country, just everything. I just take as much information in as I can because I feel like it helps me grow as an artist when I can implement different attributes from all genres of music.
Okay. And so, did you start writing first, or did you start producing first?
Honestly, I started producing first. I've always kind of rapped, like just freestyle with me and my friends at lunch, you know, outside of school, but I never really actually sat down and wrote a song until late last year, around November time. But I've always loved like making tunes and beats. Like I used to just, when me and my friends rap, I'll be the one always beatboxing, or I'll be drumming on the table and stuff. I wanted to learn to play the guitar in middle school. I tried with the piano. I got decent with the piano, but I've always done more like on the producing side. Then one of my friends, I met Shamori Brown. I was freestyling with him. He was like, "Dude, you're real nice. You need to actually sit down and write something. You could do something crazy with it." And I was like, "I'm gonna give it a try."
Right. And so this is fresh. This is like new.
New, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I want to ask this: what makes you stand out against other artists?
What makes me stand out against other artists, I would say, for like my age bracket, I'm trying to actually say something with my music. I don't want to just be here for right now. I'm trying to be here for a long time. I want longevity with my music. I feel like, because with me, I'm not really, you know, I've never gangbanged. I'm not from the hood. I've always grew up in the suburbs. Lucky enough that my parents did well enough to keep me in a position where I never had to struggle. Of course, it was hard times, but it was nothing too like dramatic.
Right.
And I feel like nowadays it's this image like you have to be street, you have to be hard to be successful, you have to look or act a certain way for people to respect you. And I feel like there's so many kids out here that are just like me, you know, never been in that life, but everybody wants to be there. And I just want to be that voice and say, hey, you could come up in the suburbs, you could come up in like the mid-range of life and still be respected. You can still have a voice out there that's not just saying you want money, clothes, you know, girls, and it's more things to life than that.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Because, you know, the best artists to me are the ones who really do tell their true stories. Yeah. And so you can't tell somebody else's life, or you can tell what you've seen, or maybe what your friends have told you, but you have to stick to the true roots of yourself. And I do like that you do want to make an impact, especially for your age group, because you guys are so powerful, really. Like, everything kind of goes back to the younger generation. You guys are the more innovative ones, the more technologically smarter ones, you know what I mean? So I think that's really, really dope. And so, you know, so you just started technically in November, but your EP is dropping April 20th.
Yes.
420. Well, they don't call me cheap for nothing. So, so why that date? And what's the title of your EP?
The title of my EP is Iridescent, and for the date, I chose that date because it's right after my birthday. My birthday is the 14th. And I just felt like that would be a good time to do it. It's on a Friday, and I just felt like that was the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I did smoke to your music. I smoke and I paint to it. It's really like, it's one of those things where it's like, you have to be in a certain space when you're creative. And so I really like that. But yeah, so why did you name it Iridescent?
I chose Iridescent because, to me, when you listen to my music, all the songs, they're kind of similar in a way, but you get a different feel from each one. Just like color, just like the word iridescent is, the different colors coming at you like left and right, and I feel like you get different colors of emotions when you listen to each song. So it's like one moment you could just be vibing, the next moment it's something that you feel like it inspires you. You want to get up and go do something. So that's why I chose Iridescent.
Okay. And so do you have plans on doing tours or doing a lot of showcases?
Well, that's the plan.
Yeah.
That's a big plan.
Yeah.
After this release, that's when I'm hoping to eventually get on doing shows, more interviews, and just getting my name out there.
Right. And so I also wanted to ask, so when you moved to Atlanta, it's like 1,000 rappers out here. It's 1,000 artists out here. So what are you going to do that displays like you as just Samad, basically?
What I'm just gonna tell my story. Just do the best I can to be who I am. Because I feel like just me being me can inspire another kid just to be him, just to be themselves. They don't have to act like anybody else. They could just be who they are and make their own way, just like I'm trying to make my own way.
Okay, that's dope. So would you, if you were never to receive any money from making music, would you still do it?
Honestly, I would. I just enjoy making music. Like, honestly, I never even thought I would get to this point right here. I just started making music because I love music. It was just something I always wanted to do, and now I'm in the position to where I can do it, so I'm going full force at it. Trying to do as much as I can while I still am in this position I'm in.
Right. Well, that's dope. And who would you love to collaborate with?
Collaborate? My main goal is to collaborate with Nicole, Kendrick, Nas, Tyler, the Creator, A$AP Rocky. It's a whole list of people, but my dream is to collaborate with Nicole.
Yeah.
That would be like the peak. I would be like content with everything if I reached that point.
Have you ever met him?
No, I've never met him, but I've been to 2 of his shows.
Okay. And then, I'm actually from South Carolina. So,
really?
yeah, I am Greenville, South Carolina. So, I know when we see people flourish from the Carolinas, whether it's North or South, it's like, it's a big thing for us because, kind of, those states are kind of slept on. Nobody really thinks about them.
Honestly, it's so hard to come up in North Carolina, North Carolina area.
Yeah. But yeah, so tell me about it. What was it like growing up?
It was real nice growing up. Like, because I was always doing something. It was never like I just had a whole bunch of leisure time. Ever since I was little, I played soccer. After I played soccer, I switched over to track and cross country. I did that all through middle school. Then after that, tried basketball. It didn't work out too well.
You're not good?
I was decent. Decent. I could play defense. I'll say that. But it was just, I was just having fun. I was just living life, honestly. Just trying to do as many things I can. I tried literally everything until I found out what I was good at. So I tried baseball, didn't work out.
Oh,
football,
really?
hated football.
You hate football?
Oh yeah, I hated football. Being out there with all like those pads and stuff in the heat, and then people hit me and stuff.
Yeah.
I just tried everything because I always felt like I was somewhat creative, like kind of creative. So I just wanted to try anything I could try from a young age because I knew I always wanted to. I really don't want to work like a 9-to-5 job. So I was like, if I can make my way doing something like out of the ordinary or like original, then that's it.
And you know what's crazy? Growing up, people used to tell me all the time, because I used to say the same thing. I don't want to work a 9-to-5. Today, I don't want to work a 9-to-5. To this day. And people always used to say, oh, well, that's being lazy. Like, but it's not. And these days, you don't have to work a 9-to-5.
No,
you really don't.
It's so many outlets to where you can do whatever you want to do as long as you put the effort and work in.
Right. So speaking of that, the music industry is not pretty at all. What is one thing that scares you? Or like, what's the biggest thing that would scare you the most?
The biggest thing that scares me, honestly, just about to get on stage. Like, getting on stage in front of all these people, like just staring at me, just waiting for me to say something. Like, that's like, whew.
Yeah.
But I feel like, honestly, I feel like if I just keep my head on straight, it's not nothing really to fear as long as I have like the right people behind me, the right people backing me, and I stay focused. I don't think it'll be too bad.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever think that money would change you?
Honestly, no.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not, me myself, I'm not real materialistic. I'm real minimalistic. I don't like chains. I'm not like a real big grill person. I got this one little ring, that's it. I like stuff real plain and simple. So
Right.
Real to the point.
Right, right. And so also for, we're also doing this for Inside the Industry TV. And our biggest thing is really just driving success and like the driving success for artists and, you know, creatives and things like that. So what is your definition of success, or what does it mean for you?
My definition of success is not about getting money. It's not about, you know, being famous. My greatest thing is like, my biggest thing, to me, I feel like I succeeded as being an artist the moment somebody comes up to me and says, your music changed my life, or you affected me in this way, you helped me get through this situation. That to me means I succeeded, because that's my whole goal, is to make people feel good. So if I could do that for somebody, then I succeeded.
Right.
For just the general definition of succeeding, I just feel like whatever you set out to do, once you get to the point to where you feel like you did what you needed to do, and there's nothing else you need to do, then you've reached the point of success. But it's up to you to want to go further than that. You know, you don't want to just reach that peak and be like, okay, I'm good. You want to always continue to grow and just better yourself as a person.
Right, right. That's good thinking. That's good thinking. Such a bright young man. But, so when you moved to Atlanta, of course, you got to get on the grind. So, did you produce all of your songs, or are you working with other producers?
I work with a good little bit of people. I just started just going on YouTube, just picking up little freebies, because, you know, I never really thought I was going to make it to this point. But most of the people that I've like first started getting beats and stuff from, I made sure I kept in contact with them. So, you know, I don't want to have to keep just finding new people, and then with me doing a little bit of production of myself, you know, they'll like send me something and I'll like add something to it, and we'll just collaborate together to make a whole thing. So it's not like just one person's doing everything, because I'm a real hands-on person. Like when I'm doing stuff, I like to, like I hear certain stuff, so it's like if I hear something, I ask like if they can send it to me, and I can, you know, edit it a little bit, like touch up certain stuff. I prefer to do it myself, but it's just, sometimes I just hear something that's like, oh, I have to have that. So I just make sure I stay with the same like 4 or 5 people.
Right.
And just keep that circle like real close knit, because I just feel like at the end it'll just save a whole bunch of headache, like with like just lawsuits and paperwork and just everything else going on with money, and how because a lot of people they mess up with that. They'll just go on YouTube, take somebody's beat, then later on, boom, they're sued. They ain't make any money off it. I just want to avoid all that in the long run.
Right. And would you want to stay independent, or would you want to sign to a major label if you had the opportunity?
I mean, if I had the opportunity, I would sign to a major label, but then at that point I would just try to save up like as much as I can, and then do the independent thing myself. So I feel like when I'm gone, I want to have like all the rights to everything I do. I want everything to be mine.
Right.
You know, it's at the end of the day, it's my work. I understand, like, no, it's harder to do that. I know it is harder to be independent, but I feel like if I work hard enough, even if I had to go like for a major label, eventually, if I save my money right, play my cards right, I could just do the independent thing just so I could keep everything. And then even with that, when I go, I want my children to have like some money set aside for them so they could like pursue whatever they want to do. Because I want to have it set up to where they could do something like me. Not even it has to be music, but they can just do whatever they want to. Like just if they want to be an artist, go be an artist. If they want to be a race car driver, go be a race car driver. I just want them to be able to be stable enough to where they could choose whatever lane they want to and just go full force at it like I did when I was young.
Right. So you're choosing generational wealth. That's dope. That's really dope. So, well, who do you think if you had to freestyle battle against, who do you think you would just kill? Like, just like, oh, off the bat, like, you know you got it.
Anybody?
Yeah. Anybody that comes to mind, because I have a lot of people in my mind.
Yeah, I got a lot of people in my mind too. I mean, I think I can take Playboy Carter.
Oh, okay.
I think I can take Carter.
Okay, we're gonna set that up. Okay, yeah, that's dope. I always feel like, you know what I'm saying, competition is the best. And so do you like writing your music or do you like freestyling better, like when you're in the booth?
I like writing, but I love freestyling.
Yeah.
Cause that's just how I came up doing it. Like freestyling, that's all we do. Like me and him right there, my friend Marvin. That's all we do. Just 24/7, just freestyle, just go at each other head to head every single day, every chance we get. At school, outside of school, on FaceTime, on the phone, it doesn't matter.
So if I put you to the challenge right now and told you to freestyle about this plant, you could do it?
I can do it.
Okay, all right, let's go.
I'm sitting here doing an interview next to this plant. It's got blue, maybe some greens, yeah, yellow tint. It's sitting on the stand, straight to the carpet. I'm kind of jaded, faded, lost in my thoughts, and I like your hair, it's beautiful. I see you got the earring, nails done, matching the shoes. That's real cool. Look at this chair, it's black, straight to the tent. Pulling off this leaf, it's fake like a Benz that I don't have yet. I gotta get my paper together. I'm just a young man trying to chase this cheddar, but that's not the only thing I need this jeopardy. Running till the chest will bleed like a Nike sign.
Okay, all right, Tim, Tim, we got one, all right. ChiefSaidIt.com, you feel me? InsideTheIndustry.com, we got one. Just know this was the first interview, okay, yeah. So would you want to move to LA? Would you want to move to different cities? Why Atlanta though?
Why Atlanta? Because everything's in Atlanta. There's just so many ways you could just do whatever you want in Atlanta. Like if you put the effort forward, you could do anything in Atlanta. And that's just like, right now Atlanta's just a mecca. Like everybody's in Atlanta. There's no telling who you'll see in Atlanta, what connections you might make. So I just feel like this is the spot. But eventually, honestly, I don't want to be in like a real big city. Like when I'm stable enough, I'm probably just gonna move out somewhere in the country, just get a nice little house and just be there.
So you're a country boy at heart?
Kinda.
Okay, that's dope though. That's dope. I'm not a country girl. I can't do it. But I mean, I like water, but I ain't being around no cows and nothing. That'd be dinner. But anyway, but yeah. So 18th birthday. So that means 21 is coming around the corner. So are you a partier now, or are you just like you more like chill?
I'm chill.
Yeah.
I don't even like parties, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I like to stay in my little space.
Yeah.
With my like little clique of friends, and that's it.
Yeah, I get that vibe. I definitely get that vibe. And so for 2018, I always ask like my interviewees, like, what is the word that describes their 2018, or what do they want to see? Mine is success, and I have some other words. But what is your word?
My word for 2018, if I had to pick one, it has to be Jebby. I just want to be here for a long time.
Longevity.
Yeah, I want everybody to know that I'm going to be here for a long time. I'm saying that right now, I'm going to be here for a while.
I like that. We're going to put the subtitles, longevity. I like that. So where can we get your EP, Iridescent, right?
Yes, you can get Iridescent on just about any mainstream music platform that you can think of.
I think that's dope, especially since you haven't been in the game for that long and you already are connected to so many sites, because a lot of people tend to do the SoundCloud thing, which is not, you know, it's not bad. But if you really want to get your chips out there, you know, that's the way to do it. So I'm really like impressed with that. And then where can all the girls follow you at?
They can follow me on Instagram at IamSmod or Snapchat, that one kid Smod.
So what do you like on your daily, like what are you Snapchatting?
Honestly, just music. Just music all the time. Just whatever I'm listening to at the time, or if I'm working on something new, or just in the studio, that's mainly what's gonna be on it.
Okay. When do you graduate high school?
I graduated in June.
In June. Okay. And then from there you're moving down here?
Yes.
Okay. Well, for one, thank you so much for coming. This has been really, really dope. So when the EP drops, 420, you know everybody's going to be real lit when they listen to it, because I know I will be. But, so are you having any parties, any release parties?
Yes, we will, but we're working out the details right now on how that's going to play out.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me do the first one to come. I really turned up, and you know what I'm saying. Let's make this a shade room affair. So, any shout outs you want to give?
I would have to give my biggest shout out to Tamara Simmons because she's really the one that's been pushing me the hardest to get out here. Shout out my whole little clique: Marvin, Mason, Jamin Lockley, Quentin, Shamori, and Keaton. And I shout out my parents for just supporting me from the get-go ever since I was little, just to do whatever I wanted to do. And that's it.
Well, that's good. Well, thank you so much, and I hope everything goes well with your EP. I know it will. I think you definitely have what it takes. Of course, always keep growing. Stay true to yourself. That's why I always tell a lot of artists is just stay true to yourself. Because every time I see them, like, yeah, better not act different from what I mean. But anyway, but yeah. So thank you guys again. This is Inside the Industry TV as well as ChiefSaidIt.com. Make sure y'all go get that EP, Iridescent. Follow Samad at I Am Samad. And also shout out Tam. Make sure you follow the T-Bats agency and Tamara Simmons.
Don't get involved. Switched up, yeah, I evolve. Bodies toe tag them all. Remy the Nick Minaj. Fish in the bigger pond. Fuck it, I'm in the ocean. Nigga don't make commotion. Gas I smoke too potent. Stronger than Hulk Hogan. New shows in Hoboken. Hoping they start to notice. When my camp note losing. Could've been so Susan. Lucifer wasn't moving. Waiting for my conclusion. Money the root is stupid. Niggas with harder choosing. Wonder if God blew it and we in a different space. Wonder if my music will ever see light of day. Would I just sell a K? The struggles ain't miles away yet, nigga. Better hold on to your britches, my nigga. This a bumpy path, taking back roads to the riches. Ain't no turning back, one track mind on the mission. Ain't no turning back, one track mind on the mission. Telling Jesus just to take the wheel, spazzing out like Kill Bill. Still will get these niggas straight chills when I speak. There is no defeating me. I'm a king, the scripture reads, love our neighbor, but I still hate y'all. Line up every single one of you and rock y'all jaw. Suck my balls, I'm that nigga. Feeling super antsy, better grab that yigga. Feeling super antsy, better grab that yigga. Penetrate the heart between the peace, illuminate the dark of what is seen. Mind negate the hell, so what you seek. Tempt me village screams of flying monks. Lesser wiser minds is barely sunk. Pillars from the man who was often drunk. Stealing secrets, have to keep you some. Dividends, the only rules to heed. Let the portion stack beside the mass. Preacher what you know, a truth that lasts. Holy faith to comfort from his past. Breathe into his mind and set it free. Vision stuck on wits and foreign freaks. Caskets laying bodies on the street. Stab my honors, only one of me. Destroy my thoughts of suicide instincts. Gamble away my rules to finally leave. How I rest and now with thoughts of peace. Risk my phone to self-awareness lead. Undertones for many self-perceived. Two directions only eyes can read. Devil in the dress was eyes with me. Stepping next to God forgiving dream. Brutal boxing rings to help me ease. From my eyes, blessed eyes don't blink. From my eyes, blessed eyes don't blink. Blessed eyes don't blink. Better hold on to your britches, my nigga. This a bumpy path, taking back roads to the riches. Ain't no turning back, one track mind on the mission. Ain't no turning back, one track mind on the mission. On the mission. We on a mission.